A team approved a 7-day exception for one AI agent control. A supplier outage had interrupted a required verification, so the agent received a temporary alternative path. 14 months later, an audit found the same bypass still active. It had been used on 18,600 actions. The approval email still existed. The expiry did not. This is an illustrative scenario, not a reported incident. Nothing had crashed. The agent remained available, its technical error rate looked normal, and each action appeared complete. The failure was governance. A temporary acceptance of residual risk had quietly become a permanent operating mode. Risk acceptance is not the absence of control. It is a documented decision by an authorized owner to tolerate defined residual risk for a bounded purpose and period. The NIST AI risk management framework is voluntary and use case agnostic. It says risk response can include mitigating, transferring, avoiding, or accepting risk, that risk tolerance is contextual, that executive leadership takes responsibility for AI risk decisions, and that control effectiveness should be assessed and updated. The operational lesson is clear: an exception needs a life cycle, not an email. Build the autopilot in 6 parts. First, create one exception record. Identify the exact control being bypassed, the business reason, the triggering condition, the affected agent and workflow, the requested start and end time, the residual risk, the evidence reviewed, and the decision owner. Link the request to the agent registry and release record. If the request cannot name what changes and why, it is not ready for approval. Second, bind scope and authority. Restrict the exception to exact agent versions, environments, tools, data classes, customer groups, transaction types, and volume or value limits. Define who may invoke it and what remains prohibited. Use a separate, time-bound policy rule or authorization token instead of editing the normal control in place. A temporary exception should not silently spread when an agent is copied, promoted, or connected to a new tool. Third, install compensating controls before activation. Reduce the agent's authority, add human review for higher impact actions, increase sampling, tighten thresholds, preserve additional evidence, and alert on unexpected use. Test that each compensating control actually operates in the exception path. A label that says enhanced monitoring is not a control if nobody receives the alert or acts on it. Fourth, enforce expiry technically. Store the deadline in the policy engine, authorization layer, or feature flag. At expiry, disable the exception automatically and fail safely to the original control, a lower risk mode, or a human queue. Send reminders before the deadline, but never depend on a calendar invitation to remove access. An extension must create a new decision with current evidence, current scope, and a new end time. Fifth, monitor use and govern renewal. Track actions by exception identifier, affected population, cumulative exposure, compensating control results, incidents, complaints, overrides, and remaining time. Define stop conditions that cancel the exception early. Before renewal, ask whether the original condition still exists, whether the risk changed, whether the permanent repair is funded, and whether an independent reviewer agrees. Repeated renewal is a signal to fix the underlying design or stop the activity. Sixth, close the exception with proof. Restore and test the original control. Revoke the temporary rule or token. Search for every affected decision, reconcile outcomes, correct harm where needed, and preserve the approval, monitoring, renewal, and closure evidence. The owner should attest that the bypass is no longer callable. A closed ticket without a technical test is only an administrative status. Now replay the scenario. The 7-day exception has one identifier, one accountable risk owner, one exact scope, and one technical expiry. Compensating controls run from the first use. Every action carries the exception identifier. The deadline automatically restores the required verification, and an independent closure test proves that the bypass is gone. If the supplier problem continues, the team must make a fresh risk decision instead of inheriting an old one. That is the AI Agent Risk Acceptance Autopilot. Record the exception, bind its scope, compensate the risk, enforce expiry, govern renewal, and prove closure. Temporary should mean automatically temporary.